Hey guys, before we get started, I just wanted to let you know that the very first part of this episode is plagued with the same issue we had last episode, where my voice is a little bit robotic for some reason. I got it fixed halfway through, the rest of the episode sounds fine. Just stick it out for the first little bit and it'll go away soon. It's still manageable, but yeah.
Welcome back everybody to another episode where today I have to explain something that's happened off camera. It's nothing major, don't worry. But basically, I have a clip of this as well, but our old iguanodon died, we've changed a new one, it's over there somewhere. But basically, I found a beachside Factinus, that's the iguanodon, our new one. And it was 145, I was like, okay, it wasn't completely beached, kind of like flopping around. Stationary pretty much, it wasn't really moving, so I was like, okay, let's try and tame this could be an amazing tame. We're taming fairies today, by the way, guys, I'll tell you more in a second. But yeah, I went to tame it, things kind of hit the fan, we lost our iguanodon, so Factinus ended up kind of jumping on the beach afterwards, and so that thing died. I wasn't able to tame that, it's whatever, isn't it? So I tamed up a new iguanodon, done like a couple things off camera, mainly just grinding my Lost Colony missions, nothing too major. And yeah, as I mentioned, we are going to be trying to tame some THERIZINOS today, hopefully a breeding pair, and potentially go and do a mission in, I think probably the bog. Bog's probably a good place to start with doing the hunt missions, because we just need a strong land tame. We don't have anything to really protect us on the land. We've got our turtles in the sea, which, you know, they're okay. They're turtles, they're not super fantastic, but they do the job well enough. But yeah, we do want something for the land, and that is hopefully going to be our wonderful THERIZINOsaurus. So we're going to try this. I might just put the one back around, because I'm using usually I use gates. I'm using billboards, which is kind of a bit more finicky, I guess. So at least if we don't use both bear traps, we can have another try if we do happen to fail, which is very likely. I do regret to say. But hopefully we'll manage to get this first try, which would be very good if we do. But boom, and maybe I've slightly over-dramatified this. This isn't as bad as I expected it to be, actually. This is completely fine. Yeah, I just completely lied. So, this THERIZINO is a level 135, and its stats are, as on screen here. There we go. 5 stamina, 20 health, 19 mana. So, yeah, if all the other stats were as good as the stamina, even the food's up to like 40, so it's kind of insane. 40? 30, almost at 30. Yeah, sorry, ignore me. But yeah, so this thing is, meh, it could tame out with good stats, but it's mediocre. But we'll be taming another one. There's a couple of dots around on our little island, so we'll just kind of see. And the nice thing about Genesis is that with Helena, as I was just showing you, it also shows us the torpor of this creature, which is going up actually a lot quicker than I thought it would. It's weird seeing the torpor go up kind of in real time. So we don't have to worry about hitting this thing when it goes down as well, which is very nice. And I also have the ARK algae. So with the Archon, if you guys aren't aware, they grow just passively over time, algae, just here. And it's kind of like mutton for herbivores-ish. It's not quite as effective as mutton, it doesn't tame them just as quickly as carnivores get tamed, because carnivores tame so quickly. Herbivores tame so slow, unfortunately. But it's really good for the effectiveness, and I think it does tame a bit quicker than using berries anyway, so it's not a bad thing to use at all. So yeah, we just kind of keep whacking this thing down, and there's not much to really talk about here, so I'll probably speed it up, and I'll see you guys when it's closer to being knocked out. Okay, I'm backlogging this thing out. I had a bit of a break there, because my food delivery arrived a lot sooner than I expected. That's fine. Can't complain, I guess, you know. Great service. Okay, the THERIZINO's down, and I'm going to give it some time to starve out, because I've got my food to eat now, which arrived halfway through the tame, amusingly. But that's alright. I kind of planned it to be that way anyway, so it, you know, because these guys take ages to tame. Does that not count? I just want to see what the effectiveness is, because I didn't hit it. That's perfect. I didn't think I did, but I did cut it a little bit closer at the end, I feel. Which is the only reason I wanted to check, because these guys, they don't really need babysitting per se, but they do have quite a rapid torpor drop, so being around in the local area is probably a good thing while this thing's taming up. Don't know how much the algae will do, so I'm going to buy a couple mayo berries. I know that's really lazy, I should have just gone to the iguanodon, but yeah, Helena's just too convenient. You can see how quickly the torpor drops, it's actually insane. So we'll give this thing some time, and then just see how it goes, I guess. I'm going to sit around the base, do some breeding, make sure this thing's topped up on narco berries, which I should probably harvest them now with the iguanodon. And yeah, I'll see you guys back if, you know, when this thing tames, or if anything eventful happens. Okay, I just recorded an entire segment because they're very tamed, and then I realised my recording was paused. That's annoying. But yeah, I have the ferry on us. It tamed up. Didn't take too long at all, actually. I was quite pleasantly surprised. It's on my health bar. The algae was way better than I remembered it being. So we got 29 health. Nah, kind of rubbish. 43 stamina is really good, but a ferry isn't a creature you really need stamina on, unfortunately. But whatever. 41 food.
That's abysmal. Terrible stat to have that high of a number on. And then the melee is farty. So, honestly, this ferry's kind of rubbish, but it's fine, because we will be taming another one. We're taming the female. I have some bits to do, so I'm gonna log off, AFK, really. Obviously, yeah, you know, logging off kind of is AFKing in a weird way. But yeah, let these ARK produce some algae on the beach while I'm gone. I'll probably have a couple more I can throw out as well. Because yeah, the algae is really, really good. In the end, we didn't even need any berries. I collected a couple more bits of algae off of these turtles, and then we were pretty much good to go. They only ate algae, so it was perfect. Here we go, these ones. Yeah, very nice. So having all of these on the beach, we should be able to get a little bit by the time I'm back. And we'll be good to go. So yeah, I'll see you guys back, for you guys in a couple seconds, for me in a couple hours, and we'll get to find another ferry to tame. Alright guys, so, we're back. It's a little bit later. I've got some algae from the Archelons. I actually left it back at base, but that's fine. We can go get that in a second. I have found a THERIZINOS. This one is literally like, I checked 2 after when we tamed. There's one there, level 20. This one's a level 1, 4, 5, and it's the opposite gender, the gender we need. Its melee is abysmal. 17 melee is complete trash. We would definitely need another, I was going to say bison things. There's one, like, kind of scarily approaching us here. What level are you as well, actually? Level 25, rubbish. But still enough to really mess us up. So what I have been doing is, like, sometimes I'll bring the pirate ship over, which is over there, it's just around at the moment. And you get unlimited cannonballs with the pirate ships. You can just bomb whatever's on the coast. It's pretty funny, actually. Yeah, you can just bomb stuff, and that's a pretty good way of dealing with some threats. You know, epic tip. But yeah, this place is kind of bad. It's got the bison, the Gigantoraptor here. What level is this Gigantoraptor? It's level... I guess we'll never know. We could probably take this in with the Archelon, to be honest. It's not actually letting me see what level this Gigantoraptor... Okay, now it hates us. I should have seen that, I guess, but that's fine. We'll deaggregate this thing, we'll throw down the trap for the ferry, and we should be able to kind of load it straight in. What's a Basilosaurus down now? I really need a spyglass. I'm relying way too heavily on the HLNA thing, which isn't very long distance, so as soon as you come to like these dangerous dinos which really want to mess you up, it's kind of useless, to be honest. Well, it's definitely not useless, that's a poor choice of words. It's less convenient than just pulling out a spyglass. Kaboom! Okay, so the ferry's coming our way now. I saw it getting like really up close and personal with the Gigantoraptor, so it looks like Gigantoraptors don't attack ferries, which is very nice. Interesting, this thing also has a little baby running around, I've noticed, which we don't have a Gigantoraptor in this playthrough. I've not placed down a bear trap. Luckily this thing stopped to take a second to reconsider. That's very fortunate, actually. Hello. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. That's very lucky, though. Yeah, I kind of messed up, but it's fine, because we got... Usually we get ARKs and we get screwed over by ARK, and we get unlucky, and... Okay, just the little emote it does. Cool. Yeah, I forget they do that now. When did they add that? Ragnarok release, I think they added that. Why don't I could just start emoting now? But it gets me every time. Okay, there we go. So... Oh my... That's a bison, isn't it? Yeah, so we're gonna die now, is what's gonna happen now. Where did our billboard go? I know he plays one at the back, but I'm down a billboard. I don't know what that bison did to us, but he's knocked that billboard right out of our hands. Okay, well that's kind of annoying. It's fine, but I don't have another bear trap, so I might have to go make one as well. That's fine, they're not that expensive. It's just a bit annoying, isn't it? Don't come in here. Okay, it's coming in now. Great. Ow! Okay, she completely messed us up. That was entire flak armor as well, by the way. What the? Okay. That's great. Whatever. Right. Do we still have both our billboards? Because we did have 4. Oh, the bison's still coming for us. Oh dear. No. Bye. Oh. Are we good? Okay, yeah. These things are angry, man. I hate bison. I love bison. They're cool. They're definitely one of my favorite new tames. But, yeah, they are such a pain. The amount of playthroughs I've had where I've just been plagued by bison. Lost Colony was a bit annoying with the bison. Nat hated the bison on Lost Colony. They gave him a really hard time. I remember I had to help him out once or twice. But yeah, they just spawn everywhere and they're just a nuisance, especially when they spawn in giant herds. I just sit down here, just out of the way. No, I don't regain stamina on this map, do I? No, I do. Okay, I had a feeling I did, but I can't remember for sure. But yeah, that's all right then. Sweet. Well, I need to recover. I think I've got through my type up as well, so we're recovering slightly slower on top of it. So that's annoying. We'll have to go to the base, reconsider. Recraft my armor. That's a shark. Okay. Sorry. Bye-bye. Okay. Great. Well, anyways. Okay, so here's another weird thing. Our Archelons, I've noticed, like, just sometimes they start dying on the beach. Like, this thing isn't starving. Although its food isn't going down, so maybe the food stack is empty and it's just saying it's not. But yeah, its health's going down really, really quickly, and I also noticed, yeah, look, this one's going down as well. I need to pull for another dynamo now, because these guys are just broking it. They must be starving and the food bar's broken, but I have no idea. If you guys know what's causing that, please do let me know, because we've already lost 1 or 2 Archelon to it, and we don't really know why. Some of them are completely fine, like this guy here, but then I have noticed if I stand on them sometimes, it's not going to do it now. But yeah, one time I noticed, whenever I was standing on the Archelon, their health started draining really quickly. It's like a couple points at a time, just very, very often. It was really strange. But yeah, some Archelon seem fine. Some Archelon seem not fine. But yeah, I don't know what causes it or what, but I'm going to call it a bug. I don't know if it is a bug. In fact, what were your guys' food stats at? Are they like 17k or way lower? These guys say 17k as well, just like the other Archelon, so I have no idea. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. Anyways, yeah, I respawned, I made some more flak armor, I grabbed an extra bear trap, and did I grab the algae? No, I didn't. Did I pull the algae from there? I'm pretty sure I put the algae on top of the Archelons. No, maybe I didn't. We can always harvest more. I might actually chuck it in my base, actually. Oh yeah, I think it was in the storage box. Okay, yeah, I think so. Let's check. Oh yeah. In here? No. Do I not have the algae around here? Alg. No, apparently not. Unless it was spoiled, I have no idea. I might put on an Archelon that's starved, and I didn't realize an Archelon starved, but it's fine, because these guys have loads of algae all over them anyways, so we can still grab more. Thank you. Thank you. Perfect. Sweet. Shit, let's head back to the Therizino anyways. Okay, we're heading down. I got my auto run on. Auto run is like a pretty handy feature of doing these. Okay, not if you completely miss. I came in at a weird angle there. Okay, I keep this is a really bad example. It's because it's like on like a really awkward. Like you can't really see it at a good time. You have to like really be quick there. But yeah, as you can see, we've grabbed all our stuff now. I find that's just kind of a convenient way of doing that. What level is Basilosaurus as well? Level 55. No, not for me. I probably wouldn't have tamed it even if it was a 150, to be honest. I don't know. I used to really love Basilosaurus, but nowadays, I don't know, I've become a big fan of the Megalodons. Megalodons are just so powerful. Like, I always underestimated the Megalodon. They are insane powerhouses. Right, that's the second billboard there. Awesome. So, okay, I'm very cautious of this bison. I have no idea where it is, but it's gonna be, there it is. Yeah, it's around here. It's hanging out. It's causing trouble, being annoying, but it's whatever, and you know, we can make do. I'm kind of tempted to move the trap along a bit, though, away from the bison, just because bison are such troublemakers. They always end up messing stuff up. They always get a bit too close. It's super, super irritating, so we'll just move over this way a little bit. I see the ferry's baby anyway, so it looks like it's hanging out in this area. Yeah, there it is. We just build it further on this beach. It shouldn't be an issue. Do you aggro on me if I get too close? No, we're all good. I'm also keeping an eye out for like a better someone help bar. Better Iguanodon as well, because our current Iguanodon is now quite a low level. So getting a better one just for weight, for doing like the metal runs at the top of the cliff and everything will be pretty handy. At least until we get something better to do metal runs with. If we get like a proper good metal harvester, like when we get magmasaurs, we'll be sorted. Those guys are epic. You can just move around on them, take them for a swim, all sorts. But yeah, you are the right ferry, yes? Yes, you are. Perfect. Follow me, please. Come into a wonderful land of billboards and bear traps. It didn't sound as exciting as it is, I promise. Come on, baby. Okay, perfect. Welcome to the team. So, billboard at the front, and billboard at the back. Nice, simple, easy trap. We keep it open because in ASA the pathfinding's changed if you guys have only really played ASU before, so if you have the billboard at the end, the ferry won't follow you in, but it doesn't really change much. They're still very easy to trap anyways. So yeah, let's knock these guys out. These guys, this guy, we're not knocking out the baby as well, that'd be a bit harsh. Ooh. Okay, sweet, and down it goes. Very nice. So, oh, it's got the aquatic trait as well. I can't remember what that really does, but that's going to be completely useless. What does that do? It's adapted to life in water. Great. That doesn't mean anything though, does it? Like you can say it's adapted to life in water, but that's not a measurable thing that it can just do. But anyways, we'll chuck some berries onto this thing. It should tame up just off of the algae. The algae is really, really good, so it shouldn't take too long. And in the meantime, because this guy has such a, or this lady, I should say, has such a poor melee stat, and our other one has such a poor melee stat, I'm just going to keep circling the island, just have a little look out, see if I can find another ferry that's high level, because if we can get a better melee, you know, why not? We're going to need one at some point if we want to do anything super interesting with these ferries. I mean, I'm sure they won't I guess they could be our final boss fighters. The boss in this map is really difficult. I don't know whether Bison will be better. And there's Bison really tearing stuff up over here. There's also a THERIZINO here. I'm hoping this one isn't a really high level good one. Who are you? 25, that's fine. I can leave this area promptly then. Because I don't want anything to do with this pack of Bison. Okay, another ferry over here. So as you can see, Bison and ferries are pretty common on this island. Another ferry right to our right. So yeah, if you need either of those guys, this isn't the worst place for it. That's a bright green Bison as well, that's weird. Where'd that ferry go? I have no idea. Oh, there it is. Just bright pink backed ferry. 135 with 31 melee. Okay, perfect. That's actually a really good wild melee stat. That's probably the same melee our one's going to come out with when it's fully tamed, so... Yeah, we'll head back to base, grab another bear... Should we need another bear trap? Yeah, we'll grab another bear trap. And then we'll come back. I'll place down a little waypoint, a rally point, I guess, even though I'll be able to find this very easily anyways. Yeah, probably better to have it than not. Sweet. Okay, so we're coming over this way. There are like 2 ferries in the area, so we're just being a little bit careful because of that. Obviously, we don't have 2 ferries coming after us and being angry at us, because that would be very, very bad. I think that ship's kind of far from the middle over there. Oh yeah, and I made a pirate boat. I don't know if I told you guys that. No, oh, yeah, you would have seen that. I'm just being crazy, don't worry. Yeah, last episode you would have seen me sailing it. Yeah, ignore me. I'm sorry. It's been a long day, man. It really has. Okay, the ferry's actually coming over this way anyways, which is really convenient for us. So we'll just place that like there, I guess. Is that fine? It'll be fine. Who cares? If it's not fine, we will find out and we will fix it very promptly. So, one run, you're gonna have to go away because I don't want you dying to this THERIZINO. I've only got any trank arrows, but it's fine. It's got loads of narcotics and loads of arrows in my inventory, so we can craft and shoot at the same time. It's fine. And come on over this way, please, buddy. I don't know if this is a male or a female. I think it really matters if it's got melee like that. It's a male. Okay, that's fine. So obviously we don't know what our female stats will come out with. The first male we got was not very good, I don't think, was it? I have to double check. Can I please? Yeah, that's fine. And then, like that. Oh, that was very close on the time there. Anyways, make some trank arrows. I have so many implants in my inventory. You can see how many times we've died in this. Like, hold on. There you go. Yeah, Genesis is not to be mastered. Genesis is a seriously difficult map. Also got some treasure that I picked up on the beach. We could potentially go grab this at some point. What was I checking? Ferry. Here we go. Our male has. Yeah, pretty trash stats all round. So this one's probably just going to be full stop better. Already the melee on this one looks insane. So yeah, if that melee comes out anything slightly decent, shot the billboard, we will be absolutely laughing. And this thing will definitely be good for some potentially even beta hunt missions. I don't know about alpha. Alpha's going to be a little bit different, but yeah, we'll definitely do some gamma hunts today, I think, because these guys are not going to be to be messed with, to be honest. Yeah. Okay, our crossbow is very nearly about to break, so what will happen first? Will this thing knock out, or will our crossbow break? It doesn't really matter, to be honest. Even if a crossbow does break, which it has, it'll probably just about tick over. It's going to probably get knocked out anyways, and if it does suddenly stop, we'll just make a bow and arrow and just finish off. It'll be fine. But it should be okay, to be honest. See? The epic deciding moment, the countdown, and there it goes. Yeah, I figured as much. But yeah, 31 melee is actually insane. Our male doesn't even have that, does it? Yeah, our male has 30 melee and it's fully tamed. So a level 202, and this one's a level 135. So it's like 75 levels lower. And already has a higher melee, and it's going to get an extra like 75 levels, whatever, how much it'll be. So I'll chuck some algae in there, and then just in case the algae isn't enough to get it completed, we'll chuck in a couple mayhem berries. Again, being really, really lazy, I know, but it's fine. It's 18 hexagons. I get more than that just from saying hello to Helena every now and then, so it's okay. And then we'll grab a load of narco berries to load into our ferry. So these guys drop torpor really, really quickly. So one way you can kind of walk around that, as you can see of our ferry over there, is rather than just only pumping it when it's low, is you can pump dinos when they're full on torpor. Just pump loads of narco berries into them. And the reason we use narco berries, I've mentioned this in so many of my videos. If you're familiar with the channel, you'll have heard this a million times, but it really is a good tip. Instead of wasting all your narcotics and stuff, just load stuff on narco berries, because they release torpor a lot slower. So on fast raining dinos, narco berries are way, way better. Because yeah, they don't quite fill up the bar so much, but A, they're way easier to get, so you'll still end up filling the bar the entire way anyways. And B, yeah, they last a lot longer. They prevent torpor draining for a much longer period of time. So in a way, they're a lot more effective than narcotics, which is really weird, I know. But you just gotta trust me on this. Test it out. You'll see what I mean, I'm sure. But yeah, so I'm gonna load these things up with narco berries, and I'll see you guys when our berries start waking up. We got one that's halfway over there. Then obviously we just got this one out, so it's gonna be a little bit longer. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay guys, and we're back, and I've taken off my Carl Urban mask because it was looking really weird in the orbit camera. It was looking really weird and ugly, and it just does that sometimes. I don't know why. So we've got our regular face on, which we've actually not worn very much during this playthrough. That's a really weird sentence. I'm probably the first person to ever say that on Earth. But anyways, we have all three of our THERIZINOS here. So we have the one from the start, and then the two we just tamed up. This pink one is one I'm really curious about. I haven't checked their stats yet. I don't know which one's which right now, other than the pink one. So this one, male. So this one has, okay, this is the one with the really good stamina food and nothing else good that we would want. So this one's probably not going to be used. And then we have another male and one female. So hopefully, okay, so yeah, this one is the male, which should hopefully have the really good melee. So this one's almost definitely going to be our breeding male, because this one has 30 tamed melee. This one had 31 wild melee. So this thing's melee should be insane. Hello, Helena. Okay, this female I haven't checked the stats for. Yeah, 36 melee, already way better than this one. 34 health, which I believe is better as well. 45 stamina, 38 weight. Is that just all-round better? What health do you have? Oh yeah, this thing's just totally way better. And then this one has... Ooh, 49 melee. Okay, that's really good. I'm very pleased with that. So we'll get these two breeding because these just have the better stats. There's no other way around it. This guy's just useless. Sorry, buddy. I mean, this thing could always be like a harvester or something. Fairies are a really good resource harvester, so we could always repurpose it for that anyways. It's not completely useless. It's just like just mostly quite useless, unfortunately. But it's fine. I mean, all we really need is these two, the colourful duo. Because as soon as these guys hatch out some babies, we get them raised up, we'll be able to head over to the bog. And I think there's a raptor hunt mission we might get started with. And just work out how hard that is. So we'll meet up with Nat. So for the time being, I got some breeding to do. Tomorrow morning, I'll hopefully meet up with Nat and we'll go do some missions in the bog. I might do King of Swing as well. I do like King of Swing. I think Nat would enjoy that. He's not done it before. But yeah, so we'll have a little look, see what we can do. And here we go, cheaper by the pack. This is probably the one we'll do, but we'll work it all out. We'll see what happens. For the time being, I have some eggs to be hatching, and these guys will take a little while with that. I don't know if I've shown you guys, but our egg collector is actually inside a little... I don't think I've formally shown you this thing at all, actually, now I think about it. I don't remember actually, like, drawing attention to this. I don't know, maybe I did. But yeah, we made this. It's not super expensive. It was kind of awkward. We had to, like, go and get a couple ingredients and buy stuff from Helena, which was really expensive. But Ties of Fortune, and all the way at the bottom. So this is a base game thing. You have to get a DLC, but it's not a mod or anything. So yeah, there you go. That's the crafting recipe. Level 60, you have to have the Ties of Fortune DLC. Just let me click the chat. I don't want to be chatting right now, sorry. But yes, yeah, so you can basically store water in here, but only if it's powered. So you can expand these and have like a really big ocean pool for your water tame. So you can breed like, if you have one big enough, you could breed moses at your base. Just make sure it stays powered. Because if you're out of power, I do believe all the water drains, and therefore your creatures inside will meet a pretty unfortunate fate. So yeah, this is where all of our eggs are collecting. Because the type of eggs have to release underwater or else they die, because they're amphibian eggs. Same as Beezabufo. And then we have like the ARK eggs still here sometimes as well, but they're not breeding at the moment. So yeah, now we'll have THERIZINO eggs being hatched into the water, but we do have a little depot terminal to collect them. So it is alright. So I'll see you guys back, for me, tomorrow, for you guys in a couple seconds, if I can even get out. There we go. Yeah, so see you guys very shortly. Alright guys, so we're back, it's the next morning, I've had some fairies growing up, we've got more raising up, more eggs hatching. I've actually already managed to get the perfect breeding pair, which is really nice as well. And as you can probably work out here, we're sailing over to this island, which looks a little bit like the Atlas starting island, actually, the little trade hub. It's just replaced the little, like, tiki statue of a metallic beam thing. Is this treasure in the water? No, it's on that very just, like, narrow stretch of land, I guess. So yeah, I just want to check out the treasure map. We have a shovel on us, we have the map on us. It's a Mastercraft one. It says level 45. I don't know what that means. I don't know whether that means I have to be level 45 or that's the weird ranking of the treasure. I'm guessing it means I have to be level 45 because otherwise it wouldn't really mean much. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe that's clear. Maybe that means nothing to you guys. But it makes sense in my head. So we're going to head on over, and I was actually a lot further out into the water than I realised. Luckily, the ocean here is actually quite empty. Compared to the island we're on, which is just like teeming with just everything. It's horrible. But yeah, we should be able to dig this up straight away. And I am curious what the loot will be. I've not seen anyone grab a chest yet. I've not seen anything online about them, so... Oh, there's treasure in a treasure chest. Okay. Ping the location of even greater buried treasure. I don't know whether that means even greater than this, or
even greater just because it's, wow, what a pickaxe, I'll grab that. Or even greater just because, it's apprentice, and that's what it normally says anyways. I don't know what the Mastercraft one said, but where is this anyways? Let's go track this down. This loot isn't that amazing. The Desert Cloth hat I would take, but there's no way I'm crafting that anytime soon. I mean, I probably could, just be a bit of a grind, but I don't really want to do right now. So, I mean, it is cool, though. And I suppose we'll go track down this next treasure cache now. So, I believe Tamed the Parrots has something to do these treasure things as well. So, me and Nat might go and do that in one of the next couple episodes, because I am curious about the parrots. I do want to check them out. Obviously, they're a new creature. I feel like people will be curious to see that as well. I'm sure it's not just me. But yeah, I'm going to head over to this next treasure cache, and then, yeah, we'll see what's in it. Okay, we're almost there. And I must admit, driving these ships in first person actually feels a little bit better, because you can kind of see, like, the exact small, tiny movements the ship's making. Yeah, I can't perfectly demonstrate it, but it is a little bit nicer. You guys should try it if you've been struggling with the third-person ships. Am I stuck on something? No, I didn't think pulling my sails down would make my ship completely stop just there, but whatever, I guess. We are going to anchor since, you know, we're shallow enough to do that. Awesome, so, yeah, I am curious. So this is a worse quality loot map. But it was inside a treasure chest, and the description was a bit weird, so I guess we'll see. Maybe it'd be really good loot, and it'll surprise me, or maybe it'll just be rubbish and not really worth it, but we'll find out anyways. I mean, the first loot wasn't particularly amazing, but I don't know what the loot pool is. Let's have a look. Okay, this seems a lot better. So compared to what we previously got, a decent hazard mask. That is pretty darn good. I will take that, absolutely. Take this good mask, I guess, and you know what, we'll take the mutton that's going to spoil before we can actually do anything with it. So, yeah, I'm going to head back to base and just continue working on the ferry breeding. And then I'll make some saddles up, and when that gets online, we'll do the cheaper by the pack mission in the bog biome. And I might just circle some islands so we can grab some more treasure maps as well, because, you know, why not? Alright guys, so I'm chilling back on my base. I spent like an hour or so just working, kind of, as you see I built this platform here. I built another little hut over here, which I thought for the time being, because Nat's going to have his own separate base. He wants to live mainly on his boat, I think. But I thought for the time being, just in case he doesn't want a little storeroom, I built this here, which I've told him he can use if he would so like to. So maybe use it, maybe he'll choose not to. Either is fine, because, you know, we'll find a purpose for it anyways. I'm going to build loads of, like, different houses around, just so it turns into, like, a little bit of a village, kind of. If that makes sense. But yeah, so that's kind of the plan. Also, there's been a slight change of plan. Turns out Nat isn't going to be joining us for this mission, but that's fine. We'll meet up with him in another episode and go do some missions with him, which is, you know, completely fine. So yeah, we're going to head straight to it. I just want to get away from my base so I don't accidentally teleport the dinos with me, because this is our first time that we're going to be going to the bog, and the bog is a very dangerous place. So things could go very, very wrong. Hopefully they don't, but we'll just have to see. So in my inventory I have... I did not cry them all. Maybe I didn't. No, they're all still over there. That's silly of me. Yeah, we have 6 THERIZINOS total. I've got another one over there, but that's in case we die, so we have one to run back on, because there is a good chance we do die. And hopefully that'll be enough. We're going to be taking on Gamma, cheaper by the pack, which is the Raptor hunt mission, as I mentioned previously. And we'll just see how it goes, because, I don't know, it could be interesting. And even though Raptor sounds like an easy threat, X-Raptors, keep in mind, take like 3 times reduced damage, and when they have a pack bonus with the Alpha, which, like, you know, the big boss is like a brute one, which I'm guessing gives Alpha bonus, I don't know. It might be a lot tougher than I'm expecting, to be honest, so hopefully we got enough. Hello, little moss shops. Look at this guy. How cool is this dude? Hey, buddy. So yeah, I guess I'll meet you guys when we're over... Well, I guess I could throw out a couple of the ferries so we're ready with a tame as soon as we get to the bog. So it's going to be pretty nasty over there. Oh, you'll also notice, I've got a better pickaxe now. I've also got a better helmet. I did a couple, what's the dolphin mission called? Bottlenose Blitz, I think? Yeah, I did a couple of those, just while I was waiting. So yeah. And here we are in the wonderful, terrifying, eerie, horrible bottle game. Whoa. Whoa, okay, that was weird. Yeah, we're here now, and oh, look at the X-Parasaurs! Oh, those things really are amazing. And X-Raptor over there, and the insect swarms, which aren't so amazing. Damn, we need to get ourselves some X-Fruits. Oh, look, Dodo Ball's right here. Should we do Dodo Ball while we're here? I mean, we might as well, right? Then we'll bring that back as well. So this is, what was that, like the North Spawn Zone? Teleports us right in by the Dodo Ball. That's amazing. Okay, I mean, we might as well. Where are you going, dude? Whatever, it didn't matter. Yeah, let's give this a go. We'll go straight for beta, I think. We'll wait to do alpha for when Nat's but yeah, I should be able to manage beta just fine. I used to love this mission, man. Oh, I can't grab it. Okay, I'm just going crazy. I can't remember the full track. I think you like go to the edge of the ring and throw like that. No. Okay, I'm gonna have to master this again. It's been a little while. So if you shoot from in the ring, you get less points, I believe. You have to shoot from out the ring to get the most points. And apparently I'm just not very good at this. I thought I was great at this. I thought this was going to be amazing. But I don't even have it. Okay, good thing we've gone for beta, because clearly I suck at this. I have to get back into the groove. That's completely fine. Yeah, the insect swarms aren't fun. They never used to be fun either.
Can I even get this thing far enough? It's not even like I've overshot it. Like, every single time, it just hasn't gone far enough. There we go. Okay, split. Yeah, for every time. Shouldn't be that hard. Even if we mess up as much as we just did then, we should still have enough time to get past it all, to be honest. Kaboom! There we go. Okay, we're on a roll now. Awesome. Yeah, this mission gives you, like, just one piece of loot, if I remember correctly, but it's kind of a... It's a bit random what you get. I think it's got quite a wide loot pool. So we'll see what we get. It might not be anything amazing, but maybe it will be something amazing. We'll be pleasantly surprised. Guess we'll find out. Oh, no, I just missed that one. That's fine. Come here, Dodo. There's also an insect swarm just kind of lingering over there, so those things never used to be nice. But I swear, like, sometimes this Dodo just doesn't go as far as it does other times. I swear I'm doing, like, what feels like the exact same throws from the exact same distance, then it just doesn't make it. Okay, there we go. Halfway there. Yeah, when you get into a groove, this mission really isn't that hard. It didn't take very long at all. Kaboom. There we go. There's also a dodo ball, a dodo ball? A bulldog basketball version of this in the space biome. I think I've done that mission maybe once, but I've not done it nearly as much as this mission, so yeah, I'll have to do that one go at some point. Probably do that with now, have like a proper bulldog basketball game, that'd be fun. I've never played the multiplayer mode of this, because there's the actual mode, which is what we're doing now, to get the loot and which you need to do to beat the boss. There is also a multiplayer mode, which I don't think you get anything for that, it's just for fun, so we'll have to give that a try. I don't know if it's any good with 2 people, whether you need like a team, how that works, how you like get the ball out the other person's hands. I have no idea if you can at all, even. But I guess we'll see. And then one more, and we will be done. Kaboom. There we go, very nice. So yeah, with 3 minutes to spare, so Alpha will be completely fine for this. This is beta, so... Wow! Did you guys see that? A med brew! Damn, that's insane. That is terrible loot. Oh my. Yeah, okay, it used to be a lot better than that. Maybe we just got really unlucky there. That seems like a really rubbish option to even exist, but whatever, I guess. Yeah, wow. 940 meters away, so not nearly as far as like the ocean stuff. So I guess this is a much smaller biome. So yeah, we might as well walk that. That's not really that far. That's probably the best place for it to spawn, anyways. Except for maybe like northeast might be better. But yeah, I guess we'll just wander over. Hopefully we don't get messed up on the way. I'm gonna keep our thing on. Which one's neutral again? Is it that one? I actually can't remember what whistle neutral is. It's been a little while, I guess. Whoop. Whoop. Yes, I'm neutral. Okay, yeah. So remember, one of them was neutral and then one of them was aggressive. I can't remember which one was which. Ideal. Oh, it's nice seeing the bog again. This bog actually feels really similar to the ASE bog as well. Like, whenever they reach the maps in ASA, they don't really feel like the same maps, kind of. Like, some maps are more than others, but like on the center, for example, with the volcano biome. That just isn't the same volcano biome, but the volcano island. That isn't the same as it was in ASE. It's just a completely different thing now. And the ASE one was a lot nicer, and I don't think that's a hot take. But yeah, the bog seems very much the same, which honestly I'm really happy about, because Genesis used to be a perfect map to me. I never had any complaints about Genesis, really. Other than like just the insane difficulty, especially on single player with that boss. But other than that, you know, it was fine. Whoa. Oh yeah, look at that! X-Dinosuchus! Yeah, there's a new addition to the map. Well, kind of. But it was an ASE, just as a mod. Obviously, it's now no longer a mod, so that's very, very cool. But I don't really want to mess with those guys, though. Whoa! Oh my goodness! Bye, buddy. How do they do that? That must be like their little tail-whip attack, but I don't know why it sent them so high. Iguanodon. Cool thing. And there are the giant trees. I'm really looking forward to saving Bloodstalkers with that. Bloodstalkers are like my favourite creature in the game. Those guys are so cool. Okay. So, we've got to be very, very careful, because like everything here wants to mess us up, and can quite easily mess us up as well. So we'll just have to see how we go. Move, please. Okay, so start on Gamma. I say we'll start on Gamma. We'll only do Gamma. What else can we do here? Web search. Wait, which one's web search? I don't remember that one, I don't think. There's actually a description there I just saw. Hold on, let me see if I can find it here. Web search. Hunt the Bloodstalker. Oh, okay. I don't remember the name web search, though.
Fancy
I don't really remember many of these names. Even though I've done these missions, I just don't really remember them. Okay, so. Total tracks found, 0 out of 167. That's a lot of tracks to find, sure. So, where are they? So, if we look around on the floor, there should be... There's a little marker over this way. Oh yeah, there we go. I think it's these red ones, yeah. Boom, perfect. It might be worth crowing. No, we'll keep our ferry out. If it becomes a bit of trouble, we'll cryo it, and then, yeah, we'll just uncryo the fairies when it comes to the boss segments. But yeah, so luckily these things are very, very close together. Quite nice and easy to follow. But I can remember these used to be a little bit buggy on ASE, so hopefully they've kind of fixed those bugs. I do doubt it. Wildcards do have a bit of a track record of not fixing any bugs and just adding in new ones, but I guess we'll see. Helen's going crazy as well, like freaking out over all these things. I don't know why the frequency of her like interest in the tracks is so like high. It's very random. But if I was running to all of these, it'd make a little bit more sense, but I want to tame. Go on, fairy. Cool. There's also not too much bad stuff around. I wouldn't want to have spawned here, because there's still raptors and snakes and stuff, but being around fairies, I don't feel particularly worried. Like, there aren't too many capros or anything, which are like the real like dangers to us, majorly. But yeah. So I think, there we go. So that's the raptor over there, I think. There might just be a regular raptor, but I think we're coming up to the area anyways. Yeah, here we go. Perfect. Oh wait, these guys can pounce? I didn't know that. Oh, okay, so on Gamma we do way... I forgot about this. Yeah, you do more damage to the creatures on Gamma. So, we don't have single player settings on. These are just regular fairies, official settings, more or less. Like, we don't have any stat changes, so in terms of like how strong creatures are, these are official settings. Yeah, the Gamma creatures do just take a lot more damage. Beta creatures take the regular amount of damage your creatures do, and the alpha versions of the bosses take reduced damage. So alphas are really, really difficult. Gammas are relatively quite easy. But obviously, different missions have different difficulties even amongst that, so yeah. I can't really remember much about the loot we get from this either, so I'm definitely interested. We get a good bit of hexagons, so we're going to get a loot crate as well after this. As I say, I've done some of the dolphin missions off camera, so I've found a few hexagons, so we'll be able to open at least one crate, maybe two. I don't know how many I have right now, but we'll see. Our fairy doing good? Yeah, perfect. So we might not even need the rest of our fairies, just having the two might be enough, so yeah, maybe it's for the best that I didn't bring that along, so then we can bring that along for the beta instead and actually have a proper challenge, rather than just waste our time. We don't need both of us here, just do this, you know? See, I mean, I don't want to speak too soon. The final stage of the boss is a little bit harder with like the minions and stuff, but it shouldn't be too bad.
Scanner active.
Yeah.
Slow down.
Yeah, this biome is a lot more peaceful than I remember. Like, nothing's really attacked us so far. Other than obviously the boss that, you know, we've tracked down specifically, and there he is again, so... Yeah, also I didn't really explain, but if you're not familiar with these missions, you track down the boss, you can only do a certain amount of damage before it run away. This guy don't even want to beef with us now. So run away. Oh, yeah, they can... Okay. That's interesting. So they can... Right. If you guys aren't familiar, the Raptor had a TLC a very, very long time ago, which made them be able to pin you. Stop it, please. Let the Raptor go. But they kind of removed that because Raptors became a real threat because they could dismount you off of like a lot of tames. But if you're on like a large tame, you aren't really at risk. The Genesis Raptors still have the ability. They never removed it from the Genesis Raptors. I feel like maybe the Aberrant ones used to be able to as well, but they definitely can't do that anymore if that was a thing. But yeah, I didn't realise that the X Raptors still have that. So regular Raptors on Genesis can't do that. It's like any Raptors in the ocean biome, they can't pin you. The X-Raptors apparently definitely can, and the Brute Raptor can pin stuff as large as a THERIZINOS, apparently. Which I'm pretty sure the regular Raptors can't do that, but I think they can still dismount you. I don't really know. It's been a long time since they removed that, so I'm not too familiar with that feature. I thought it even existed full stop. Where's our ferry gone? I have no idea. We're going to have to go back for our ferry. Oh, there it is. It's coming. Yeah, that's very interesting, though. Hello, Parasol. These guys look so amazing, dude. These things are beautiful. Nat would love these. Anyways.
Wait a tick, and I'll scan this for you.
Okay. Wait a tick, wait a
Over
tick.
there.
I know, Helena. Calm down, man, honestly.
Let me scan this
So we
one.
should be coming up now to the final part of the boss fight. Is our Therizino with us? I don't think we need to uncryo the rest of the ferries, but I do want to make sure we at least have this one ferry with us. Because having the mate boost would be pretty huge anyways for the damage resistance.
What's that over there?
I don't really want to go into this water. But I guess we might have to. Okay, whatever. To be honest, this water can't be anywhere near as bad as the water around our base. The amount of tames me and Nat have collectively lost, like just a little stream across the river.
Scanner active.
Okay, where are the traps going? Oh, they're over here. Sweet. We have found the raptors. So yeah, as you... Oh, I completely forgot that was a thing. Therizino, please come over here, man. I need to ride something. Okay. Hopefully all the other raptors can't do that, because that would really, really suck. Yeah. Let's just wipe these guys out. Get rid of them. That's going to be a really big problem on like the alpha difficulty, where the raptors actually are something to be worried about. Whoa, we got loads of loot for that. Oh my goodness. Right, let's have a look. Okay, loads of quite mediocre loot, but it is Gamma, I suppose. But just getting, like, helmets and stuff, armor is really good. Annoyingly, I already have a helmet that's a bit better from the cheaper by the pack alpha difficulty. But yeah, these are still cool. I can pass one of these over to Nat anyways and keep some spares. Oh, boots. I'll take boots. Only slightly better, but you know what? We'll take it. I don't mind slightly better because that is still better at the end of the day. I'll just shove the... No. Boom. 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 And then Mosa platform saddle. That's pretty insane. Just from like a Gamma mission, which wasn't really that tricky. A couple better pickaxes. I don't really need those. Same as the sickle. Where did I get the sickle? That might have been from one of the treasure chests. Either a treasure chest or the dolphin mission. I can't really remember. But yeah, loads of soups and stuff, which we don't really need. Mind wipes, I guess, if we want those. Rhino saddles, but I think we've already got a couple of those. Yeah, very interesting. That is certainly... It's a lot. It's a lot of loot for sure. I've also just noticed, on ASE, all the loot had like... Oh wait, no, it still does. It's got the little... I can't really highlight over it, because if I leave this, it's going to be selected up. Yeah, it says not grindable, so... You can't grind loot you get from missions on Genesis, which... Honestly, fair enough. That'd probably be really, really OP. But it would be nice. Our THERIZINOS like really weighed down as well. I'll take the hide, and then everything else can go. I've also realised... Okay, I do have my ARK on me. Thank goodness. Yeah, I realised that we can't teleport back to the island that we are located on. Our home island. So that's a whole thing. That's fine, though.
Hey there, mate.
Hey, guys. These guys seem a lot more tame than they were on ASC. Over that, I've just been really lucky. We're going to teleport back to the ocean, and we're going to go east, I guess.
Time to teleport.
And, yeah, we'll see if we can teleport anywhere near our island. We'll just have to see, and then we'll swim the rest of the way the ARK along, which is okay. Awesome, very nice. And then we'll end off the episode in a second, I do believe.
Be a bit dizzy.
Okay, we teleported. Where are we? Right, this is not east. This is like right at the north. This is northeast, man. Let's try this again. Oh, I didn't mean teleport to the bog. Oops. Ow! What are you doing, man? Dude. I didn't aggro this over after at all. It's just getting like really angry at us. I guess because it's got a baby. Leave me alone, man. Let's try this again. Okay, where's this put us? Okay, way down the south. Oh, there's dire bears there. That's a really nice colour dire bear. And there's like buildings over on this island as well. Oh, there's also silica bells there. Interesting. Hey guys, so I'm actually recording this after I already technically ended the episode. I'm just going to insert this in. I realised I completely forgot to do any loot boxes. Oh, hello, Helena. I don't know how many we can afford. We'll see. We'll definitely be able to afford one. See if we can get two. Maybe. No, just one. That's okay, though. So we're going to grab this and just see what we get. Boom. And I have no idea what all that stuff is. Let's go have a look. Wow, that was completely rubbish. Okay, well, I mean, this is good in the episode anyways, because I said we would, but wow. Not very impressive, to be honest. Alright, guys. We're back at base, and it's currently stormy and nighttime and all dark, but our character's pretty chill, just relaxing on the end of this mast. Very, very nice. And yeah, we're probably going to end off there for this episode, so we've got a decent amount done. Taking the THERIZINOS is probably the main thing. Obviously, we now have some proper base defense, some proper power, we can travel, we can do stuff, because before this, we had nothing. We had the Archelons, that was like our strongest aim, and they can't really do a whole lot. On land, they're pretty useless, and in the water, they would be useful if everything in the water wasn't so OP and broken, so yeah, it's nice to finally have something we can really use with the THERIZINOS. Very, very nice indeed. So, thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this episode, hit the like button. Remember to subscribe as well, and check out the playlist. You can watch all the other episodes of the series. We're going all the way to the end of this map. We will be defeating the corrupted Alpha Master Controller, or whatever. Hopefully on Alpha. We'll try Alpha, but our boss is really, really difficult, so I guess we'll have to see. We'll definitely get Gamma done. Hopefully Beta, hopefully Alpha. But yeah, it's really not a single-player friendly boss, so it's a very good thing we got Nat with us for this playthrough anyways. And yeah, hope you guys have a very, very wonderful day. My character's kind of like, wow, that's muscles. Holding that half, it's like a plank, mixed with a sit-up, I guess. But anyways, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so very much for watching, and bye-bye.